welcome along everybody to this episode. Today we're not going to be doing an LSPDFR Let's Play. We're going to be doing something a little different. It is along the LSPDFR, but it's how to do the install for the LSPDFR Plus, a mod which I personally find completely integral to playing the game itself. It adds a whole new dimension to the game, including new ticketing scenarios, court systems and court statistics. First of all, I'd like to thank the creator of LSPDFR Plus, which is Albo1125. I will provide a link to his page on LSPDFR. So without further ado, we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to get LSPDFR Plus up and running. So yes, we just go to the Googles. And you go to lspdfr.com and you'll navigate yourself to scripts, plugins, or essential mods. It'll be there just here, as you can see. I'm in the scripts plugins, and then I sorted my search via most downloaded, which I always find to be the most reliable of mods, the ones that have had multiple downloads and reviews. Yeah. So here we have it. This is LSPDFR Plus. It's an improved pursuit AI, better traffic stops, a court system, and it's version 1.6.6.0. And as you can see just here, the creator is Albo1125. So yes, what this file basically does is what it says here. It just enhances the game. It is like to me, an essential bolt-on to LSPDFR. So yes, what we'll do is we'll click this green download button just here, and assuming that you've already done everything you need to do for GTA 5 to have its LSPDFR, you've installed Rage plugin hook, script hooks, and the LSPDFR base, this will work for you. So yes, download terms, make sure that you check them all, because they could be asking for you to sell your child. But you click that button and you come to your download your files area, and as you can see, you've got 3 files that you could possibly download. The top is always the oldest version, and then you've got the bottom, which is always your newest version. This 1.6.6.0 was actually updated last Friday, the end of January 2018. So I've tested this one myself personally, and it is extremely stable. And it's requiring Rage plugin hook 51 or higher. I think at the moment it's Rage plugin hook 1.6.2. So we're all good there. Yes, so it's 1.52 megabytes, and we'll click the download, and it'll ask you to do a quick captcha. Always does ask you a quick captcha on your first download, whether you're logged in or not, but thereafter I find it doesn't ask you. So let's go ahead and get this one wrong, no doubt, as I am absolutely useless at captchas. I believe that's Y6PLQ, and that's what I've put. And oh, we've done it for once. Now I'm going to install it into a different area. This is for a different video, what I'm going to be doing. So we'll put it to our desktop. So it's going to save from this PC to desktop, just for the ease of this video. I don't normally save my my plugins or mods to my desktop. I have a separate folder. But as I say, that will be for a different video. So yes, we'll go ahead and click save. That will be down in the bottom of Google Chrome. That looks like that's done, so we'll just minimize that, and as you can see, it's here now with a WinRAR folder. So you need to extract it. So we'll go ahead and extract it. We will. So we'll double click on it, and yeah, we know we've expired. But, if you don't mind paying nothing, then, and you're not going to have to mind having a little pop-up every time. So yeah, right, as you can see, here's the folder. We'll extract to, and that'll be to our C disk, users colon desktop LSPDFR 1.6.6.0 by Albo 1125. Right, so we'll click OK, and there we go. That's our folder been extracted. So we'll just move that to there, and we'll move that over there so we don't get confused. So this is the folder we're going to be working with now. So we'll double click, and there'll be a subfolder inside, which you double click again, and you've got the API reference for developers only. So I would not suggest changing this at all. You've got the documentation and license and the folder in which the mod is in. So we're going to go into documentation and license, and as you can see here, we've got the Google Chrome icon, and that's just giving us a link to websites, which I highly suggest donating and supporting Albo. His work is just beyond phenomenal. So yes, here is the license, the full changelog, and yes, LSPDFR documentation. This will tell you everything that you need to know. So all the shortcuts, buttons, key bindings. But here we go on to README. This is an important one. Let me just maximize that. So here we go. We've got installation. So just here is the installation. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first one, obviously, install the requirements above, which is all here. You need to install all of this before you get anywhere to this part. And then for details, you can go to ragepluginhook.net or lspdfr.com. So number 2. So we're supposing we've done all that already, which we have. If you're looking on doing that, you can either comment if you want me to do a video on how to install the complete workings of LSPDFR, Rage plugin hook, and everything you need to get going from the complete beginning of Grand Theft Auto to where I am now, where you have everything that you could possibly want to be a police officer. So yeah, put in the comment box below if you want me to do that, and I will make a video for that and be as explanatorial as I can be. But for the moment, we're going to focus on this now, which is line number 2. We have drag the contents of this downloads Grand Theft Auto 5 folder into your own Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. So you need to replace or merge all files if prompted. That's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go into the folder that we've downloaded, and we're going to copy and we're going to put it into our Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Right, you can edit the settings of this plugin by changing the .ini file located in the Grand Theft Auto 5 //plugins/LSPDFR. What that basically is, the .ini file is almost like a controller mapping program. So think of it as like an instruction manual that's completely I wouldn't say intuitive, but it's able to be completely changed so that you can, say for instance, you don't like pressing T to grab someone, you can change that to A or X or a key of your desire. So it's like an interactive instruction book. So yes, the next one, you can launch GTA 5 via ragepluginhook.exe, and the moment you kind of get the game installed, if you've bought the Steam copy, then you load it via Steam. If you got the retail copy, you load it via the retail copy way. I have it via Steam, and it is completely important that you do not, once you have LSPDFR all installed and everything's all up and running, you never ever start it via Steam. The moment you do that, you'll be stuck on an infinite loop like the loading pages, and it doesn't matter what you do, you will never get off that loading screen. It is a risk you're taking. It's something you don't ever want to do. That's even if you're wanting to play Grand Theft Auto 5 as a normal person, as in just wanting to play as Michael, Trevor or Franklin as the missions. You will still need to start it via this program here, ragepluginhook.exe. For all intents and purposes, Steam does not exist. You do not play around with the Steam ever again. So, now we've done that, we're on to LSPDFR is automatically started when you go on duty. You must not attempt to load it yourself. So what this basically means is Normally, when you start your Grand Theft Auto Rage plugin hook and you want to go on duty, you press the default key, which is F4. You type force duty, you tap it in, and you are on duty. Then you would load a plugin, say, so you'd type in load plugin, and it'd give you a list of plugins that you'd wanted to load that haven't been done automatically. You do not need to do this. If you try to do this, you'll crash the game. It is done automatically. That's what it's basically meaning. It automatically kind of starts when you go on duty. The moment that you load up the game and LSPDFR is loaded, LSPDFR Plus will be loaded with it in the background. So yes, you are the next one. So we are strongly advised to install Arrest Manager and Traffic Policer for an optimal experience. I highly suggest this. This is again done by Albo1125. You go onto his page, you see all the programs he's done. If you install all of them, I promise you it will give you a better experience within the game. It really is a must. If you don't, that's fine, that's fair enough, you don't have to. It's not going to cause any problems with your game, but it just may mean that if you pull someone over and you want to arrest them, you can't do the things like Arrest Manager lets you to do, which is to grab them, bring them over to the sidewalk, keep them there, perhaps call them a taxi if their vehicle's broken down, or call a tow truck via the scene management. It's all things that just adds an extra dimension to your game. So anyway, we've now done that, so we'll come out of the README file and we will go back into the Grand Theft Auto 5. So this, if we go in here, this is where all of your files that you've just downloaded are. So you've got a subfolder, which is plugins. You've got albo1125.com and .dll, and you've got Rage Native UI.dll. Now, I have a bit of a gripe here. The biggest thing that can cause crashes to games or mods not to load up is when, say for instance, you used to select all these, put them into your root directory of GTA 5 and then start the game. And say for instance, you've done that and then it says, due to Rage Native UI.dll compatibility, some plugins won't load. And you're there scratching your head going, what's just happened? Well, what has just happened is, as you can see here, the native UI, this was date modified, the 31st of the 12th, 2018. This should work because this is a new copy of the Rage Native UI.dll. But say, for instance, you go into Joe Bloggs's profile and you download one of his plugins and he provides you with a Rage UI.dll. And it is dated the 5th of May 2015. Well, that's, nearly a 3-year-old version of Rage, which isn't supported by most new plugins. So you don't need to copy his Rage Native UI.dll, you just need to copy the other files. Always keep up to date with your Rage Native UI.dll. So this is the newest version, this is the one that you want to keep. So just bear that in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the plugins and we're going to go into LSPDFR, and you can see it brings us to another set of icons here. We've got the .dll, which makes the games work, and the .ini file. Now this is your configuration settings. As you can see, it's up there. So we'll go into there and it brings it up into Notepad. And this is where you can really enhance your gameplay. So say for instance, bring up traffic stop menu. Okay, you don't like that. You don't want press E for traffic stop menus. You want to press J. There you go. So what you do is then you come out of that and you click save, and that's saved. It's just as simple as that. So what we'll do is we'll don't save that because I'm quite happy with it P and E, not J. In here, another folder which is your offences, and this is an XML document. This shouldn't be touched, shouldn't be modified, should not be edited at all. So as you can see, we have plugins, albo1125.com and .dll, and Rage Native UI.dll, the newest version. So we're going to go ahead and just bring that screen down a little bit, and we're going to bring up our GTA 5 root folder. So as you can see, I have it on Steam. So you'd go to the disk that you have Steam on, For me, I have all my games in my hard drive, my D drive should I say, which is a big hard drive. So that's where I keep all my games. You go into Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5. I then have gone like so, and I have clicked Create Shortcut, which I did there, and then I dragged it down to my taskbar there, meaning you get a beautiful and easy way to open up Grand Theft Auto 5, which we'll do again. So yes, this is the main root folder. Everything you need, and hopefully that you've installed via other videos, is all like this. So we're going to go into LSPDFR. You can see we've got our normal LSPDFR, we've got our police scanner, we've got the backup, and we've got everything that we need to run LSPDFR. We're then going to go into plugins, because LSPDFR Plus is a plugin. And this is where you can see a few of my ones. I've got traffic control, emergency strobes, which is like your wigwags for your vehicles, and LSPDFR first response.dll. I'm going to go into LSPDFR, and here are just some of my plugins. Yours may be empty or may only have one or two, but I have got quite a few. And then we're going to make this window smaller, and all we're going to do is we're going to go into Grand Theft Auto 5. We're going to select all by dragging. We're going to let go of the mouse. We're going to right click and we're going to copy. And the easiest way to get your mods into your folder is this way. You do this and you paste. And that is it. I'm not going to paste it because I've already got mine installed, and I don't want to do it again because I've set up my controls from my INI file the way I like it, and it would overwrite it. But it is that simple. You just paste it. If you wanted to do a more customizable way, if you're should we say an intermediate or an advanced user, you can go and you can separately put one in, but you need to know where it goes in itself. So once you go into plugins, you'd then need to go into LSPDFR like this. So you'd need to copy it on the root folder the same way, LSPDFR plugins, or plugins LSPDFR should I say. Then you put in singularly if you wanted to do that the way it is. And then you'd have to put it into the American folders in the XML section, which you don't want to do. You just want to select all and drag it over and let the computer do the work for you. And then, yeah, that is it. That is as simple as it can be, hopefully. And I hope that everyone understands that. If you have any problems, please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And you have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.